Twitch could do whatever. Alright, let's see what chat's like. We got
My guy,
a total of 0
sit
people.
down. My guy, just have
Oh, we
a...
got Steven in chat.
My guy, we know. You have a sat. To be a perfectionist must be so stressful.
Am I a perfectionist?
I don't know.
Where's my chill go? What's this one? And I want my chat.
I love your dual monitor setup.
Dude, I love it too. Even because like it took every cent I had.
Yikes.
Okay, crap, I wish I see what the message in the last one.
Hey.
Okay. Okay, we're good.
Yeah,
We're good.
You have to deliver the content. You have to give the kids the content.
We gotta start the content now. Let me make sure that it's it.
Yeah, so yes, you said you had a secret topic that you wanted to talk about, Brian.
Yeah, so a very personal one, right?
Okay.
I wonder how this is reflecting in the stream. Okay, it should be fine. I think that's actually a good level.
You know, we'll just crop it when we're sending it out to the people. Like,
Content. See,
It's
Steven
okay.
knows that's content. Steven's a VIP in my chat. Is he not badge next to his name? Topic. Okay, so at this stage in our lives, right?
our the collective. Okay.
As in like in our age group, right?
Okay.
A lot of us just finished college, and for the first time,
Right.
it's like we don't have direction anymore.
Correct.
Since, from the moment you are born, you have preschool, kindergarten, primary school, secondary school, and it's like this is the first time you need to make a decision.
This time, okay.
I mean,
Need to make a decision. I get you. Yeah.
yeah.
I
I mean,
get
like
you.
even like if you're trying to decide what secondary school, you still know you have to go to secondary school.
Yeah, I get you.
So like this time you are on your own,
Right.
and like for me, I've been like
Spiraling.
spiraling.
Yeah.
Steven could tell you every time I come up to Steven, yo, I have a new business idea. I have a new business idea. I think I'm coming to Canada. I think I'm not going to Canada. I think I'm going to England. I think I'm going to America. Like from the literally before I even graduated, I've been like this.
Yeah.
I was going to North Carolina, and then I was going to Canada. I was going to go to England. I was Canada again. Then I came up with like 2 business ideas, and like it's like I can't settle. Like I
Right.
wish there was one thing in particular, I was just so passionate about.
Right.
And I could just chase that one thing, you know. I mean, it is in music, right? But like, even so, the road for that's not defined enough. It's very indefinite.
Right.
So, what is your take on that? Do you also feel that pressure?
A little bit. So when you talk to people, lots of people. yeah. So you're right. That is a super common problem people have, right?
Yes.
Where like they even as they get into university, it's like, well, hey, why did you do degree X? They're like, well, you know, I finished school and then you have to go to university, so it just shows this degree, and it's like. Yeah, and it's like that allows them some kind of certainty for like, okay, at least I know for the next 3 or 4 years I have this thing to do, and in their minds they tell themselves like, by the end of these 4 years, future me will have the answer to that problem. Like future me smarter than current me. Future me will have the solution. And I'm not really sure when, but at some point I realized like relatively early in my university career that like, oh, like I need to do the work. Like I need to like stop and decide what I want to do with my life, and then pursue that. Like otherwise, that I would just be straddling my way through, you know, the ether, picking up things left and right, but never really settling and excelling in any particular direction. And you have described a scenario that is super common, right? So like you finished university, or like you're approaching finishing university, and it's like, what?
Where am I going?
Yeah, what now? So it's like, and then your mind starts to race. Like, okay, so I have a friend who was he went to Canada, and I know he does this thing, so I could probably go there and do that thing.
Yeah.
And then like you're starting that thing, it's kind of working, it's not really working. And then like at the same time, like another idea hits you, right? Like, oh, I could be this thing and I could do that thing. Oh, but I'm also interested in and one of my favorite content creators, CGP Grey. I don't necessarily agree with all the things he says. I just like him. Like I like the way he thinks.
Yeah.
One of the things he gives in his advice for like when people ask him like So somebody asked him like, what do you think is the worst piece of advice you could give somebody?
The worst?
Yeah, the worst. Like, what is it? what piece of advice do you hear that you hate? Like you hear it,
Yeah, okay.
just hate it. And the advice he hated was follow your passion. Right?
Really?
Yeah, right. Follow your passion.
That's
and you're
crazy.
like,
That's what he hates.
and you're like, bro.
Yeah.
And the reason he gave for that was very interesting, and I was going to try back in. He said follow your passion is for like people. He hates it because what, the people who follow their passions already know what their passions are and will pursue them regardless. So you don't need to tell them to pursue their passion, right? So it's useless advice to everybody else who doesn't have a passion. And like that's interesting. That's super interesting to think about. And when I think about it, it's like, okay, sure, yeah, because as human beings, like as living things, there's no one thing alone that we really like. You know, we like lots of things. You know, you like music, you like games, you like girls, you like boys, you like this, you like that. Like whatever you like, you will gravitate to. Then you might get bored of it, you might gravitate somewhere else, and you might get bored of it and gravitate somewhere else, and then explore the different things or whatever. But you need to, at some point, decide on a thing you want to do. So ideally choose from the list of things that you are good at and like and make money. Choose like the perfect intersection of those three, and then you double down and you say, okay, this is what I am going to do. And then you start making plans. You start like actually saying, okay, this is the goal, how do I get there? And then you say, okay, the first thing I need to do is write it down, and you start going to this place, okay, talk to this person, get this piece of advice, get this piece of information. And like of course you're going to encounter the world of roadblocks, right? You're going to encounter problem A, this person is picking up, you can't get to that place, whatever. You're going to encounter 1,001 roadblocks. But as long as you keep the goal in mind and you're constantly working toward it, you're sure to get there.
But you mentioned you said it has to be something that you think would be profitable, right?
Ideally.
But like a lot of advice that I saw like online is like they said don't think about the money, because right now, like if I really want to do music, I don't, especially in Trinidad, you know, that's probably not going to make money. But they said don't think about the money and just do what you like to do.
Yeah, and that's like reasonable in terms of
holy
Jesus. So yeah, that was
Fire Bird. Thanks for following. Firebird.
Yeah, so that's to me that's also really good advice. And that they tell you, I've heard lots of people say that like don't chase the money, right? But what if the money is your goal? Alright, like if you have no money, you want to chase the money. Right? Like if you have no money on you, but if you can afford to sustain the pursuit of your passion or the thing, no, that's not really passion, your goal, do that. Or always look for ways to fund the pursuit of your goal. And ideally your goal is going to make you money, yes?
Yes.
Right. So as you are funding your pursuits to the goal,
but is that the goal? Is the end goal to make money?
Whoa, that's up. Whoa.
Is that a whole separate topic?
I can't decide what your end goal is. Some people's goal is money. Some people just want to be rich. That's what they want.
True, but like even that goal, like it seems like a black hole. You know?
What do you mean?
Like okay, let's say you want to make $100,000.
Correct.
You make $100,000, and then you want $1 million, and it just goes like that, you know.
Yeah,
so like,
I mean, that is
it's like they don't actually want the money.
Sure, but like that's the beauty of the human condition, right? Like we are never we don't know how to.
True. So
it's like all gift and all curse. Like, what do you think about it? Think about this way. Like at some point your goal was just to finish secondary school, and then to finish Cape, and then to finish university, and then like we were never satisfied. There's no end for us until the end is here, right? So I mean, that's like part of the thing that makes us great.
That's what I was about to say. That's kind of a good thing, but it's also torture in a way.
Yeah, again, it depends on how you look at it, right? Because if you think of the goal as happiness, then you're going to set yourself up.
You see what Steven says here? He says, that's a shitty goal. Most people who end up getting money say it's a terrible end goal. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, no,
they always say it's never enough.
That's because you're looking for happiness in the goal, but the goal is not happiness. The goal, the happiness is the journey. Like that thing people say, the journey is the happiness. Yeah. The process of working for and doing the thing you love is the happiness. The $100 million at the end is not the happiness. It may give you like that spike of dopamine, but like we always regress to the mean. And if your mean is suffering, then you're gonna suffer.
Exactly. So if you're doing something you hate to make this money, it's not worth it in the end.
If you are constantly doing something you hate to make this money, but if you, for a short period of time, need to do something you hate to pursue this goal, then it's fine.
True.
To me, so it's like, I don't mind, say, traveling late in the middle of the night you know, to come and do something that I enjoy, because like that's a small sacrifice for a career catharsis. I don't mind. Like I like it. It's fine. I would do it again and again. I don't mind, right?
I need to like. How did you actually get here? Like, who brought you onto St. Lucian Road? 'Cause I know taxis don't come on this road.
Yeah, they do. If you pay them enough money, you sweet talk them enough.
Wow. So you just held up a taxi driver and he was like,
yeah. So I just got him and I said, Digo? He said, yeah. And then at some point he's driving. He's like, how far are you going to St. Lucian Road? And then he went. And then I went.
You probably said a very intimidating voice. St. Lucian Road, huh?
No, you just say casual as well. And he's like, that all fruit. And I was like, well, they said, there you go. This is indeed, there you go.
He's probably watching your swole muscles after training. And your wife beaters. He's like,
he's like, it's a simple thing.
That's all fruit, you know. Well, you gotta find yourself there.
Yeah, but the point is, we were going back to prior. Like, if you're looking for happiness in your goal, you will never. If you're looking for happiness in your end goal, it's kind of hard to like find that, because happiness is within, as they say. Like I'm a pretty happy guy, I like to think, right? But I wasn't always a happy person. I was a super grumpy kid. Like I was a very grumpy boy, and like bit by bit you start realizing that okay.
We got Izzy in chat, by the way. Hi, Izzy.
Hi, Izzy.
Yeah.
As you start to, at least for me, this is a thing I found. Like, I need to start doing the things I want to do, and I need to start being happy with the person that I am. And that is not to say that like whichever flaws I have, like I need to just say yeah, well that's me. No, it's like okay, let me start working on different parts of myself, the things I like, things I don't like, appreciate myself for who I am, and make sure that I'm making decisions on a regular basis, short term and long term, that contribute to my happiness, right? Like I am not balling by any means, right? Like I've been going through some tough times up and down, but like even in the hardest of my times, I am not unhappy because I'm doing what I want to do. Right, like I'm looking for what I want to find, and I am. When I sit and I think about what would I rather be doing right now, it's probably the thing I'm doing. Right? It may not be the way I want to do it yet, and I'm still putting those pieces together. Like it's not ideal yet, but like, hey, I'm competing in Taekwondo. Though. That's what I want. And like I'm studying physics. That's what I want. I'm doing a podcast with my friend Brian. That's what I want. Do I want to have to travel in the middle of the night to come meet Brian? No, not necessarily. But at the end of the day, I'm still accomplishing those goals, yeah? I'm still finding those little pieces of happiness. You here are doing music. Like, is this the ideal place for you to do music? No. But here you are doing it, making good music.
Sure.
Here you are finishing your degree, like you are doing the things. But you need to stop and always think to myself, is this what I want to be doing? Why am I doing this thing? Anytime you're unhappy with the thing you're doing, ask yourself, why am I doing it because mommy said to do it? Is mommy doing the work? Is mommy going to like
that does give you a lot of pressure, doesn't it?
Bite me, no. I dropped that pressure early. I could give a damn what my parents want me to do. And I mean that with my heart. Like my parents, I know they want the best for me, but they don't always know the best for me.
Sure.
They're not living my life. So I think about, your law and your doctors and your engineering students who's like, well, they want mommy tell me to do, but is mommy studying this degree for you? Is mommy putting in the countless hours for you? Like, sure, mommy will fund you, but like she's not going to do the work. And you need to be able to determine, like, are you going to be happy doing a job, like, genuinely speaking? Is this what you want to do? Or did you really want to play guitar for a living? Like, is that what you wanted to do? Depends, like.
That's an interesting topic, though. I was actually in Bo Berman, you know Bo Berman, right? Mm-hmm. He actually had, like, a segment talking about happiness. So it was, like, kind of short. Mm-hmm. But he says how, like, there's so much pressure to be happy.
Yeah.
And, like, the moment you're not happy, there's, like, you start to panic, which makes you less happy. That's exactly how he said it.
Yeah.
It's like, so like, people like are afraid to be sad.
Yeah.
So, when I thought of that, I was like, do I just accept, anytime that you're, you're sad, and just be like, because like, is the happiness supposed to be the default? Like,
no. I think that happiness is a sum and the absence of certain kinds of like things happening in life. So like if you are sad, you are not happy, right? Yeah. If you are hungry, you're probably not happy. If you're like lonely, you're probably not happy, right? But I think you want to be pursuing happiness in that in the abstract way. Don't directly pursue happiness, right? Make sure, like, have I eaten for the day? No, no joke, no joke, no joke. These are things I do. So like, these are things that I would always advise people. Like, when you read about it, like, this is one of those things they tell you, take care of yourself. And when they say it, you really underestimate the value of it. But like, did you eat breakfast today? Have you ever been having like a really terrible time and eating food and like, I'm pretty okay. Like, I'm pretty okay. Like, you ever just been like, I'm frustrated, I'm grumpy, and just go like, want to talk to somebody? Then go talk to somebody. Like, go reach out and talk to somebody. I know it's hard sometimes, feeling like this person doesn't want to talk to me. I know they're probably busy, but like, those little things, you need to keep your monkey brain happy. Monkey brain needs to eat. Monkey brain needs to have like social connections. Monkey brain needs to not feel trapped and bored, because like monkey brain hates it. So you need to keep monkey brain happy, to then keep human brain happy. So if monkey brain is suffering, it's hard to allow human brain to do like the smart things that human brain does.
How would you describe happiness? Like, if the word happiness didn't exist, because I feel like there's a different connotation with it, you know?
Okay.
Like, when people think happiness, they picture like really smiling and waking up.
Happy, then why not sad? If you can't accept your sadness and process it, then do you wanna read that?
Okay.
Are you guys moving it?
No. Why?
You're playing hide and seek? Hi, this is Brittany. Right, we're recording a podcast. Okay.
This is the bad time for me to record it.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I'll actually record it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of inspirational. I love that.
Who's that? Justin? Whoa! Justin's in chat.
Your enthusiasm will.
Dude, for the longest
excite
while,
me.
I have been trying to get Justin like on my Twitch in particular. I want him to be a streamer though. Like, oh my god.
Sure. Oi, hi Justin.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's being really loud. Sorry. Sorry.
Justin said hi, Brittany.
Anyway, you were
Oh,
talking.
Mama said hi.
Brittany says
So-
hi. Yeah, so you were saying.
I was reading what Steven said. He says, embrace your sadness. If you're supposed to feel happy, then why not sad? And if you can't accept your sadness and process it, then do you really understand happiness or what it's supposed to be?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. I think I really overlooked that. You really need to take stock of the emotions and process them. You can't try to ignore them. Like, if you feel sad, that's where you need to start. Do I feel sad? Why am I sad? No, why am I sad? Is it because I'm in this boring ass lecture? Because do I want to be in this long ass lecture? No. But you maybe sit down, think, maybe I should finish this lecture and at the end of it go get something to eat, go talk to somebody, like make sure I'm doing the things that I need to do. It's not a good idea to run out of every super sad situation, right? Like,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, people start to panic when they're outside of.
Yeah, no, like when you're outside of your happiness zone.
Yeah.
Like, you do need to face some hardships and you need to understand why you're doing it and you need to look inward and see like, alright, I'm feeling these things, and why am I feeling these things? What can I do about it? What should I do about it? And then you need to like start doing the work to actually make things better for yourself. But it's just not a matter of like, well, work is hard today. Fuck it, I'm quitting. You're like, no, that's not what it's about, right?
So how do you know like when's the best time to like go through it rather than
Oh, well, that's when you refer to the aforementioned plan that you were supposed to write down for yourself, and then
if it's worth it in the end, basically.
Yeah, I think that's how that's supposed to work. Like, when you think about, I don't know, learning a new instrument. I've never learned a new instrument because I'm absolutely crap at like anything artistic. But like I imagine this point when it's extremely frustrating where you just can't like figure something out. You just say, well, I can't figure out how to use G and these two fingers, I guess. So like, fuck, the guitar can't be for me. Fuck that shit. Like, no, that's not what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You need to think to yourself, why am I doing this? Stop. Like, I am frustrated. Why am I frustrated? I'm not getting this thing. Am I the first person to not get this thing? No, I'm not gonna be the last person. I'm just gonna take my time and work through it because my end goal is to learn to play the guitar. This is what I want to do, and I'm going to be way happier if I finish and learn to play the guitar than if I stop now. It might be happy in the short term, you just throw the guitar to the side, like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
But then you're kind of unfulfilled because you didn't achieve the thing you want to do. You were hindered by a small hurdle, like you didn't allow yourself to really satisfy your long-term goal in that sense.
Which might perpetuate your frustration.
There you go.
So the original question I was saying was, how do you describe happiness? Because as I said, there's this connotation with happiness where...
What do you think I would want to describe?
No, because like when we're saying, we're trying to achieve, this state of happiness in quotation marks.
Yeah.
But like when people think of that, they think of, oh, this guy wakes up every morning smiling, jumps out of bed, and is, full of energy, nothing's wrong with
SpongeBob
life, you know?
SquarePants.
Exactly. So like that's unrealistic, you know?
Wildly unrealistic.
So,
Craziness.
but that's the
Craziness.
connotation that is given with the word happiness. So if
Yeah.
we're trying to deconstruct what we're actually talking about,
I suppose if I was to think of like what is happiness, it would be a state of low inconvenience and low dissatisfaction. No joke. Like you wake up in the morning and it's like, this is a good time to be up. Like, you know, like this is like I am not exhausted. Right? Like I am not exhausted. You know, you get out of bed and it's like, I don't hate going to work today. It's like, am I sad? Am I angry? Am I tired? Yes, I'm happy. You know, like you can embrace that. Like, yeah, like I can like do something today. I can like choose to have a positive outlook today and like look towards something. I guess like
I can see that. You want your struggles to be worth, like, you want your struggles to produce more happiness than they are taking away from it,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I think when I guess if I'm thinking about happiness, like low inconvenience circumstances, right? I just want low inconvenience circumstances. I don't want to be living and I'm mad at everything. I don't want to try and be sending a text. My Wi-Fi is not having it. It's like text, and like it's a slow message. Like frustrated. Like these things really do contribute to like mad negativity in your life. Like small, at least for me, like I get a lot of decision fatigue. I get a lot of inconvenience. So like, if say I pick up my phone and it starts to stick, I'm going to be really, really upset. Like that really upsets me. So these are the things that are supposed to work. If I wake up in the morning and like I don't have the things that I want for breakfast, this frustrates me because now I need to think about what I want for breakfast. These small things contribute to large frustrations in my life. Like I like to have my life on a very smooth curve of like I have only 2 options and I probably have a default one regardless. So I wake up in the morning, it's like what, 6:30, it's like great, time to go, have my regular shower, have my eggs for breakfast, buy my apples, get on the maxi, read a little bit, get to my class, you know, do class things, go have my second meal of the day, which I normally have in my bag, like I have my things planned out, so I never need to be thinking, what should I get to eat, boy? Do I even really want to eat? Because I like all of that time, all of that cognitive load, this time I can be thinking about like what I should be doing. Or I could be doing the things I want to be doing better. Like I could be studying, you know. I could be planning out like a training program for my kids. Like I could be thinking about ways that I could be training better. I could be thinking about physics idly. I could be fucking reading. I want to be doing things that like I don't want to be spending all of my cognitive load on menial tasks that frustrate
That's
me.
actually a really good example because it shows that struggle that you put in, that work that you put in to stay that organized, pays off for you, you know?
Yeah.
In my case, that would wildly inconvenience me. I would hate to have to pack up a bag and like get like everything together. Like I like being spontaneous, I guess. I don't know if that's probably not the best word for it, but like just going with the flow, you know?
Yeah.
Wake up and just hop in and just do things.
Yeah.
It would be crazy.
Once upon a time, I also thought that of myself. Like I also thought like people are like organizing their life and like putting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on their food. Like what do you all do? But like it is exactly that planning that allows me to do the things I'm doing now. It is exactly the fact that I know I have apples in my bag, so that I don't have to get hungry anyway. So like if I'm hungry, I can just like come here. Like I can just do it. Everything else in my life is set such that I can do what I want.
Oh.
Yeah. So I have structure that allows me to be free. Discipline is freedom.
Discipline is freedom.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm missing a lot of freedom now.
You and I both. Trust and believe. You and I both. Huh. Like this has been a crazy wild week since the week has ended. I've been like hectic and all over the place.
Wait, so like you're done now?
No, don't be crazy.
What? Are you kidding?
No, I said no, don't be crazy. I still have one more year.
How?
Because I'm not a madman that decided, I want to be doing 6 and 7 courses per semester because I value my happiness over any arbitrary mark of success that society has.
Sorry, but you did Form 6.
Correct.
And then you started right after?
Yeah. So that's 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So I'm going to do it in my 4 year now.
No way.
Yeah.
Because Sadler did Form 6 and he's finished.
Yeah, he did 3 years. I extended mine to 4 because I don't like stacking courses and losing stuff.
Let's see what chat has to say.
Let's see what chat has to say.
I'm gonna. Did he even follow me? Did Justin just? I don't even know if Justin followed me. It's like, anyway, I'm gonna go. Follow. Wow. Never mind. What is? I don't know that. I can't unfollow people on mobile.
I have no idea what's happening.
Why isn't everything synced? Oh, it's probably the audio and the video is probably not. Because the audio's in real time. As you can see, like this is coming out later.
Oh, that is frustrating. That is frustrating. Subpar content.
Subpar. Was it like that last time though?
No.
So, what's the difference?
I don't know. There's mad delay.
It is. I don't. Let me try something.
Go ahead.
I'll just.
What's happening?
I'm gonna try and restart
This
this.
is a lot of podcasts.
I would love to listen to more podcasts.
Dan,
It's so nice.
I'm like, I wrote something exactly what I'm talking about. I'm like, I started
And you're not here in the conversation.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
started a blog like about it. Like, okay, point is, I'm starting a blog and I'm just trying to find a name for it. And like the first thing I wrote was like pain or blessing or curse. And like the summary was like essentially that was a blessing. And I was like, that's so funny. That's literally the same thing I was talking about. I was just like, as in the sense that like if you just like took in your own emotions and like analyze everything and like will dismiss it as what the problem is.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's so funny. So yeah, I'm fine. I was just
No,
wondering,
but
wait,
you should come participate.
I would actually participate if you all want me to.
You could.
Yes,
you could
I would
do
like
some-
you to participate in Brittany.
Can I get another audience when I just left man outside?
Okay,
Sure.
yeah, bring it. You should probably bring a chair.
True. Oh, because if we stand on the bed, he'd be anything else.
Could sit down on the bed. We can
Like
make room
that
for him, I
corner.
guess.
Like,
Oh,
can you see me?
there?
No, nobody
Can you see me
can.
here?
No. Oh yeah.
Maybe on the
that's
end here. Try that.
I'm pretty sure this dialogue is still there.
That's here.
It's a lot more in sync now. Slightly more in sync.
Yeah, and that's significantly more. Significant.
24/7. You know it. Hey, Justin, can you hit follow already? Listen, your follow means
Hey.
more.
Hey, let him follow naturally.
Nah. Justin, listen
My
to
guy,
me.
what do you?
Alright, I can live without it. Right?
I'm
Oh,
pretty.
it's so funny. Steven messaged me the same thing.
What do you mean?
He's like, hey, you should go back in the podcast. You have input too.
Yeah. Dude, that's
Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead. So you were telling me you started
Yes.
a blog about
Starting. Like,
Starting.
I have trouble thinking of a name. So I'm in the process of thinking of a name. Yeah, like, I don't know what to call, because my objective is to, like, try and make it for society. Like, I'm not trying to find the most damaged, you know what I mean? Like, I get that.
Yeah.
And, like, I think, because I went through that, like, I know I might be geared towards these people. But, like, I'm trying to do it for, like, a society, like, everyone's society kind of thing. So it's just kind of hard to make the name not intimidating. Like someone would read it and be like, "It's heavy." You know what I mean? Like I can't read that.
I feel
so
you.
yeah, I'm trying to like find a name.
I
that
feel
makes
like
it-
name last. Write blog first.
Well, I wrote one. Right.
So what you can do, you can just pull a little snippet from that and put it in the title. I'm not even
Wait,
joking.
like for the
like pull
What
like
do you mean?
like so you need to name the blog something, yeah?
Right.
So
like
like
the whole blog.
yeah.
The whole blog.
I mean even title blog names can change. But if you just need a blog
But I
name,
want like the name. Like I want
Yeah,
it to
like-
be like you know how like
I mean I get you.
not
Like
not
Jake
sim-
Paul, you know.
Oh god. But, like, similar fans, like you know, it's the Washington Post. It's like
Yeah.
it's obviously different.
I mean, I
but,
like to
a
believe.
name.
I like to believe. No, I like to believe. Companies have changed their names a lot over time, and if you're dissatisfied with your name, you can change it.
I know, but I
So,
really
like-
want to find something. Like I have one idea so
Yeah.
far, and it's like the growth journey.
Aww.
But like yeah, so like that doesn't make
Aw.
you too afraid of it, right? Like, that makes you feel
That's very
kind of,
inviting.
Yeah, that's
Thank
very
you.
nice. No, it is. It's
Like,
super
it's
fun.
not too
It's
crazy.
green. It's airy.
All right.
Yeah.
Really? Are you all serious? Do you
Yes, I like it. I like it.
Because I'm looking for inputs.
I am telling you with my mouth right now.
Okay.
I like it.
Well, yeah, that was one of my ideas. So I'm toying with that, and then I have. Well, my friend, like, I made like 4 people read it,
Alright.
and they said they liked it. But I have to do like an introductory, explain what the book
I
is.
like
and all that.
content. I have a friend of mine,
Content.
she likes doing blog things and she'd be super happy to support a creative that's doing that kind of thing.
True. Because like I always had a personal blog on Tumblr that like wasn't
boy.
public to people. Tumblr,
Oh.
TV. But like it wasn't public to anybody.
Yeah.
Like I used to show like 2 of my friends. I think that's max who've seen
I
it.
wish I had that kind of discipline. To write?
True.
To write on blog? Jesus.
Thing is like I wouldn't consider like I I started writing like 2014, and like since then I've just been writing semi-consistently. But I kind of started because I'm a shit writer. Like I can't write, and like I started because I had like real thoughts in my brain, and I didn't know how. I couldn't speak it, I couldn't like translate it, I couldn't do anything. So I was like, if I write it down, like I'll get somewhere. So like the name of it was like, I changed it, so it's fine, it's safe. But it was like thoughts converted. Do you know what I mean? Like converted to words, and it was great.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah.
I still write on it.
That's real nice. That's real nice. I don't know, like I was thinking about journaling as such a cathartic process of like the ability to like be able to like put your thoughts down somewhere tangible, you can see them and express them and see them in front of you so you can actually interact with them. But God knows I don't know how to do this.
The thing is, that's the thing, like I don't have patience or anything, but if you force yourself to do it, not only are you like slowly but like you're slowly like making your thoughts slow down to a pace so it could be written down. Do you know what I mean? You're forcing yourself to like, because all these thoughts become overwhelming, and that's what like overwhelms people. But like if you took your time to like slow it down, like you would get
Yeah, that works for me for speaking a little bit, even though I'm a gunfire when it comes to speaking. I just bullet all words. If I take a breath and I like, okay, what am I trying to say to this person? What message am I trying to deliver? And then I go, I want you to know that the sky is blue. It works. It works. Like, but for me, right, like that is actually what you described there. Is I've heard lots of people describe it like that in terms of writing being a way to really calm your mind and center yourself. Like, okay, this is craziness up here, but this here makes sense. Like this here makes sense. That's real nice. That's real nice. What do you do to like calm your mind when it's racing?
I mean, I write poetry, and I haven't written in a while, but I also make music.
I'm jealous of you.
But
so jealous.
But like, I wouldn't say that's what I do. Like, you know, when my mind's busy, I'll just pace the floors, play video games as usual.
a pacer is right.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you do?
I just listen to music.
Really?
Yeah, I just listen to
Once upon a time. Once upon a time they used to work. But like your head gets so loud that the music is really quiet.
Fast.
Yeah, it just
or it gets so loud that like that's just a noise in the background that's pissing you
yes.
off.
Yes.
That have to be real plenty.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can relate to listening to music. Like, you could just like bundle
like once
all...
you find your own music.
Yeah, I could bundle like all the emotion into one song and just be like, this song describes how I feel, and just be like,
Y'all are incredible.
Yeah, I was like, when I'm way too anxious and like things like explode, I don't want anything like I just want to friggin' try and sort out up there before anything else is happening around me. Like I can't.
Yeah, I guess what I do now when I'm super fresh, I'm like, alright, what am I gonna do with that? I go, okay, three, make a decision. Like you just need to make decision A. Maybe decision A is just like have a seat. Maybe just go for some water. Like not because I'm anxious about going for water, but I'm like my head is spinning so much that I need to start myself doing something so that I can like start making sense. You know, so it's like, I can like be decisive because like there's a lot of anxiety in indecision. I don't. For me, I get decision fatigue a lot, and I get like flustered with what I should be doing, what I could be doing, how could I be doing this? That is like trick. Just have a seat. What are you trying to do? Asking myself questions helps me a lot.
oh, I think that's a good process. That's like
asking
that seems
myself.
more. I feel like it's more productive almost, because like even though say we get it all out in a song, or if I write a poem or a song or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I have a poem or a song now, right? But I haven't made progress on the issue, you know? But like in your case, if you sit down and, discuss it with yourself,
Which I do all the time.
and like I feel like that's more productive at the end of the day. Rather
I mean, it
than,
depends on how you define productive. Like, do you not like make poems and songs to like toward your long-term goals?
I
Like,
guess.
that's kind of what you want to do, yeah. So like you are producing content, like you are doing the thing. If you're talking about productive in terms of like emotional stability, I guess I can see where you're coming from. But even so, like when you produce that thing, that's a thing that you can look back on and then discuss with yourself. I don't necessarily have that liberty. I don't have that. You're looking for luxury of like having had a discussion with myself and being able to reflect upon the thing in of itself. Like I don't have that. So
yeah,
I
but like,
can just-
it's still kind of fun. Like, let's say something arbitrary was giving me like this frustration, right?
Well, like
let's say I don't know, but like I end up making a song out of it.
okay.
That still didn't make any progress.
I guess, yeah.
So-
I guess
I
so.
wouldn't say that. Like, I think also if you had the ability to like write a song about a frustration, like you had to take time to like analyze your frustration.
What she said.
Like, no, but like take it in like any
Oh.
progress towards like
Like,
when I was writing, I was like the whole like any problem, any issue, like any like uncomfortable. If you took time to analyze it, like and become familiar with it, that's progress in your part. Like you're able to like
Just
not
becoming more comfortable with it.
yeah, like become more comfortable and also discovering like how you analyze things and how you like feel
Look at
things.
this, what is going on?
And that's like real important.
We're neglecting chat, okay.
Chat will be
Hi,
fine. Chat.
I'm freezing to point.
Well, I'm glad this is a thing, but Angel of Apples is kind of a mouthful. Ryan is obsessed with the name, yeah, true. I have everything on
I'm
as
stealing
Angel
your
of
hoodie.
Apples.
I'm sorry.
Huh. Man, I love the concept of his name.
I have
Yeah,
no
that's
idea
true,
what's,
though.
I have no idea
Justin's
what's
right.
happening. What's up? I have no idea
But
what's
they're
happening.
talking about my name, Angel of Apples, and like I put, like, from the beginning,
Why
I
is
put
the name-
Angel in the title of everything. So I've always been Angel. Like this Angel wing I've been wearing since like Form 2 Fatima.
Wow.
So yeah.
Not Form 2 Mokrapo.
No, I shouldn't even say my school. I'm not
Proud.
Oh, why aren't you proud of your school?
I just didn't enjoy my time.
That's dead. How come?
Oh, it was hard to make friends. Like if you look at my friend group right now, none are from Fatima. that's the short of it. When I was in
Why?
Fatima, my
Yeah.
closest friends were a guy called Nefre and another guy called Kasmosha, right? They, like, I only ever saw them in school.
Okay.
And very rarely, like, we'll go out to, like, movie town to Lime, you know?
Ah, yes. movie time.
And it was and like that was it. It was like I only saw them in school, and when I was not in school, I was just playing video games or I was lying with Steven. You know, I'll never even lie with my Fatima friends.
But why? Why?
Okay, so the guys there were all obsessed with football. First of all,
Yeah,
and
okay.
I don't care about football. You know.
Okay.
So like
Mood.
so I didn't go to football practice, and like I don't know, I came from a private school,
Okay.
and they didn't. So my school was like posh, and I also was like born in the States already. So it's talking different, acting different. I was skinny, wearing glasses. When people saw me, they're like, "This guy's gonna come first in class. He looks like a genius. He's a skinny nerd. How could he go wrong? He's gonna be a genius." And I didn't. Let's just say I didn't come first. Okay.
Let's just.
So yeah, it was just I didn't fit in. I don't know. That sounds very cliche, but I didn't fit in, and that was it. And Nefre was my friend. Like Nefre was my friend from Blackmans actually.
Right.
So that kind of worked out, I
Yeah,
guess. And he was into music too. We were both playing guitar.
That's nice.
And Cass sat behind me in class. So, and he was like an artist, and I was like real into his art. But he was like chill with everyone. So I felt like he wasn't exactly like my friend. He was everybody's
He was
friend.
everybody's friend, and you were part of everybody.
Yeah. So like, when I like in hindsight, I was like, did he actually care about me that much, or was
Yeah,
I the one that was just like instigating the conversation all the time? So it just sucked. I was a pretty easy target. The way I talked, I was uninvolved.
So like, were you bullied?
I mean, bullied is a strong word.
Okay. Were you
I
taken
was
advantage of?
I was conventionally inconvenienced, regularly inconvenienced by my classmates.
Were you like skin your bag?
Oh my gosh, no, dude, you just gave me PTSD. The worst situation I've ever had in terms of bullying in Fatima was one time in Form 3. I come back to my desk. Like, I'd never had like a padlock on my desk for a long time. I just didn't care. So like, I would just close my desk, and then eventually I ended up stealing a padlock. That's so weird, huh? Like, the locks or the things to prevent stealing.
Yeah.
And I stole the padlock from a Form 6 block, and I just put it on my desk. But anyway,
How'd you? I'm sorry. If you steal a lock, you need to have. you need to have the key.
so what we used to do in Fatima, like a cool thing we used to do, is that we used to collect a lot of keys. we used to have a lot of keys. And
from I'm confused.
Where
From
these keys
where?
coming from?
okay,
Yeah,
so
so-
somebody will have like a spare, like, you know when you buy a lock, you don't get one key, right?
Okay.
It's like, you know, you give your brethren the other key or something.
I have never.
And,
You find
Literally,
keys
I did.
on the ground. It's like from a series of locks we've had before.
what is happening
It's
at school?
What is this country?
So we had rel keys. So like every lock, we could, and like you would be surprised, especially globe locks.
I'm currently surprised.
You would be surprised how many locks you could get. It's a shocking amount. And like we would just go around and test people's locks and we'll get through. But like we never stole anything. We just, except for the locks.
Yeah. So the game was to gather as many keys and see how many locks you could pick.
Yeah.
The coolest thing.
And we would like try combination locks too and like sometimes even get through
see
them.
that I remember, like, oh, can we figure this combination lock? But like,
Now we
Where
had
are the
rel
keys?
keys.
just
We had rel keys.
Jesus. All right, go
Like,
ahead.
we'll go and try them.
Yeah. So you're talking
This is
about
wow, I rel sidetrack.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine. That was
was
prime
interesting.
content.
I think that explanation was so necessary. 'cause-
Yeah.
Yeah, before I stole the padlock, and I had all my books on my desk,
I'm still stunned.
and there was a hole in my desk too. But anyway, I think someone like poured water in that hole once. I think all my books got wet. But worse than that, there was a time, end of school, right? I come to my desk. I think I like, had to get a textbook for homework, right? I come into the classroom. No one's in the class. All of my books are across the entire. I'm not even talking about the class. They were outside. There were pages. It was everywhere. My whole desk was. And it's like they let go a bomb in that. It just had a ball, and like for no reason, because I didn't have any enemies in that school. They're just like, yo, let's just do it.
Boys' schools
Yeah,
sound
yeah.
like nightmares. Like
I
sounds
think
like
girls' schools are
horrors.
way worse.
I've never had my books spread across.
Okay, no, okay, yeah. Boys' schools are physically worse, but emotionally, I have heard some horror stories about the kind of things girls do say and like.
I think it's also like such like a behind door thing. Like we're not very confrontational about it.
Yeah.
So like it's very horror story. Like and that doesn't make any. Kind of makes it better in the sense that none of my books were all over the place. Right?
Okay, sure, but your emotions were constantly in flux.
Not necessary. I think also like it sounds really bad to say, but once you have like a solid friend group in a girls'
If you were
school,
lucky enough.
like that's what I'm saying. Like the unfortunate person in a girls' school might get not the best experience.
I've heard some horror
Yeah.
stories from girls because I mean, you go, what the. Like, what are you
I think
all
Brittany
doing?
was pretty safe. She was a popular girl.
I wouldn't
Ah,
necessarily
she was a
say that. I wouldn't
star. She was a
necessarily
star.
I would
Top of
say
her
those
class.
things.
How you gonna go
Like,
wrong?
I never say those things at all.
I see.
Like I experienced bullying in Form 1 and my teeth. Like you should see me for braces. Like my teeth were outside of my mouth. Like I
I
couldn't
feel you.
close it.
I feel you.
So like when I went to Form 1 with like braces, but because my teeth were so out, like the braces made my gums swell up.
Oh my
So you couldn't see my teeth, it was just gums. So that was high, so I used to get like a lot of pressure from that, and then I took it off in Form 2, and then my gums were still really swollen, so I had like these tiny teeth with a lot of gums, and so you get like that, but it's never like aggressive, and even like the emotional thing, it's more like whispers, and do you know what I mean? Like it's not anything to your face aggression.
I just heard of like girls crying in the bathroom a lot.
What?
Going, I'm just like,
I can give you real examples of what people did to me in class.
yeah, suddenly I've dug up a lot of trauma, did I?
Yeah, you're just, that's why are we even talking about secondary school? That is easily the worst time.
I genuinely think, yeah, secondary school is like one of you, like, it's like the gauntlet of like, of like life. Like you need to really go through the grinder and come out better on the other end,
Oh
hopefully.
my gosh, that was
I guess we
that
have
was
different
so
heights.
crazy. There was a time
I just
where
didn't really like CIC, but I didn't go through your
Oh, you
experience.
went to AIC?
Yeah, I did. At least I think so.
Which year you graduated?
Ooh, it depends. Form 6 or Form 5?
Form 6.
Okay, what are we now? 2019, 2016, I think? Or 15? Started in 2009. 7 plus 9 is 16. We did some quick
Wow.
maths there.
I don't want to talk about secondary school.
No, I just don't really care for secondary school, really.
I didn't care for it.
No, like, I don't like, I
It
didn't
didn't
really-
sound like you ate like some bland food. Just like
Yeah, no, I
really
guess
care
no.
for it.
Like, I really didn't like it at first because, just like you, like, I didn't fit in. But that was just less because of, like, my primary school life. It was like, I grew up, like, I was an East boy. I was a person who didn't have, like, an understanding of the concept of race. I was way too confident for no reason. And, like, I had very little understanding of, like, people's emotions. So like,
Wow.
I was like I didn't.
Combination.
Yeah, it was a problem, but like not at first for me because I didn't even understand that people were having a problem. Like
Right.
I was loud unnecessarily. I was mean, but I wasn't even trying to be mean. Like I didn't have the kind of social backing to like somebody to tell me that like, hey, you can't tell people that thing too. Like hey,
The
hey,
filter was not
yeah,
there.
hey, people don't like it when you say these things to them. And I also grew up in a very like rough and tough household. Like if you had to be a man, you can't cry. And it's like so I didn't even have the concept of like I couldn't understand that I was hurting somebody's feelings. Like I literally couldn't. So like that was a long and tough process for me.
How was that? Like,
Well, thank God for Stephen Anthony Chan was all I will tell you. Like,
Serious?
Chan was the first man I ever saw cry and
Like-
respected. Like
And then snap around the room.
yeah,
Respect, man.
Chan was the only few people that like I will always credit Chan with being the person that like put me on the path to becoming a decent person because I was just mean. Like I was just mean.
he seems to have, like, I'm sure all of us have stories where, like,
Oh
somebody-
yeah, we all have a Chan story. We all have a
Too
Chan
many.
story.
like, we're just
Definitely.
really lost, and he
How
was
can
like,
someone
that
be so significantly in
Yeah.
so many people's lives?
That's,
You
that's
know what I mean?
amazing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I think it's a man settled from that from day one. Like he, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like there was no
Yeah.
doubt in his mind. I'm sure, not intentionally, but just his personal would just naturally do that to people, and it blows my brain.
Yeah, and he was very inviting. He's very welcoming, very charismatic.
insane.
I mean, he himself would have to go through a long journey emotionally and like growing as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but, like,
ostensibly,
Who was
like
there for him? Like, how did
No, like,
he
yeah,
learn
lots
this
of
for
friends.
himself?
no, okay. So as I know Chan from what I know about Chan was a person that was always very nice, right? Super nice. But he one of the flaws he had like as a person was he really needed people to like him. Like as like a young teenage boy, he really needed people to like
Yeah.
him, just like new people. So he was always willing to be nice and like do the things, whatever, nice to a fault, in a sense. And bit by bit as he got older, he started to realize that like he was doing things out of his character to like make people nice, or like he was neglecting certain friends, or whatever, and like that made him feel real bad. Like, oh my goodness, am I already ignoring this friend for this friend, or like, is this how I make you feel when I do this thing, whatever? And like because he's still a super nice guy, he learned, if I just be myself and be nice to the people that are around me, like these people will like me. Right, and he's still doing that. He's always a pleasant person, always decent. Chama knows a host of people that should have no reason being friends. Like it doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't make sense. But he's one of those people. Like people are drawn to him, and in his space, most people are coming. Like you and I might like each other, but we both like Chanwa. We'll go for a line by Chanwa. We'll get along just fine.
You've been
Just
friends
fine.
with him since literally K1. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? Like,
Wow,
yeah,
It's like
your
day
whole
one.
life essentially.
that's wild.
So, like, if you were wondering who's there for him, probably
Yeah, you. Yeah.
you.
I never thought of it like that. Let's see if he's in the shot.
He's definitely in.
I over here blushing like a little bit.
Yeah.
Ooh, this podcast turned into Steve
Like,
Bond.
I was
Yeah.
not gonna be like a happy for you, Steven. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, nah, it's great. It's great. I mean, the first time I saw him cry, like that's still like scarred in my brain. It was over some girl. That's over some girl. We were ducking scouts.
Boy, it goes
Yeah,
a
no,
good few
Chana.
times he
Yeah,
took
yeah,
over
yeah,
and killed
yeah.
him.
Oh.
We were ducking scouts and we behind the steps. Nobody chapel, like doesn't matter. We were just and he's just telling me with the girl and like what happened, and then it's so like is he crying? Like I've never like seen somebody like my age just like cry outside or like getting like licks or something. So I was like, what is happening? Or like is it that deep? And
That had to like open something. in you, like,
no, it definitely did.
yeah.
It definitely did. That night I went home in my bed, I was like, what did I just witness? Like I had a tough time really just reconciling that this person is crying over something somebody did to them. Like he cared so much about this person that he's like
Yeah.
in tears. I was like there. You know? Again, like I didn't have any emotional growth like that at the time.
Yeah.
I was like this man has changed my life. He was the first person actually that made me non-homophobic. I remember we were in like I was in Form 2, he was in Form 3. And some, situation, some talk happened. And he was like, yeah dog, I don't care if somebody's gay. And I went, what? I was like, what? He was like, yeah dog, Tariq, if you came, and he I remember this sentence so clearly. He said like, if you came and told me you had an affinity for penis, I would say okay.
An affinity.
And I squinted. I didn't even have a response. Again, I went on that day and I was like, what? This man was just constantly sending me these existential stuff. Like, what do you mean? Penis? But that's gay. but but why is it a problem, Tariq? And like that just had my mind spinning for a while. You know, just bit by bit, like that kind of that homophobia deconstructed just because of him. Just that sentence, his apathy toward somebody's sexual preference, crazy, crazy. Like, that was revolutionary to me. I was like, huh, wow, it really be like that.
It's actually freaking insane. That. Like, see, because he was friends with Brian for so long, I've literally known him my entire life, essentially. Like, I'm not joking. Like, I remember. Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about my first. That's like.
Go.
Let's not do that.
No, let's
like,
do it.
But like, this
let's
summary,
do it.
no.
Content.
Like,
Content.
I remember, like, okay, so like when obviously growing up, I don't think I had that many male friends. I just like with my brothers. Why not? And like, Stephen was just Brian's friend. So, oh my god, I remember this so clearly because it makes me want to freaking vomit.
Cringe. Here we
No,
go.
it's so cringe because like now Steven to me in my brain is literally like my fourth brother. Like, do you know what I mean? Like just because he grew up with me, like it just like instilled in my brain. So I think of like 7-year-old me. I'm like, oh my god. Like we went to his uncle's farm in Maruga,
Right.
And I think Brian. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
I think Brian.
Brian is already cringing.
And like Brian knew
I
that.
can't remember what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
I remember the phone.
I remember. Brian remembered that like I liked Steve because I think I told him whatever, right? And I was like, oh my brother, no, leave me alone. So I was like, oh, I have this country. I think I told Brian or something like that. So I think I was
incest.
I was like, so Brian and I are in this pickup waiting like for Steven to come in the car, something like that, right? And Brian's like, just tell him, like that makes no sense, I'm not doing that. And
you're right.
And then he came in the car and Brian
instantly
point blank said, okay, I'm tired of this. Stephen, Brittany likes you. And I started to bawl. Ask him if he remembers this. I started to cry in the backseat. I think my face is red. I think I'm gonna die. Stop it. And I was just in the backseat of the pickup and I was just like, I think but yeah, and then
I'm in physical pain.
I'm in physical pain. So yeah, that happened, and like it took me like 2 years after that. So, like it instilled like realized that like that was just he was like my first crush ever, and I think it was just to realize that like do you know what I mean, boys, and then after like 2 years of that, he just became. Yeah.
So what happened after like I said that?
He didn't say anything. He was just like, "Oh, that's sweet." And we drove, and that's the same day we went in the mouth of the tractor. Remember? Yeah, it was that same day.
So how do I remember the tractor, the farm, but not saying?
But not emotionally scarring me.
Yeah.
I don't know about
I mean, I guess it's
because you were just like
no, because I'm thinking back, like I probably really didn't have like a grasp of like how like what a crush really means to somebody, you know?
In the backseat. I think
I probably found it really
now.
dumb. I was like, why not just tell him, you know? But like at that point, I didn't really have, because at the point I didn't really have like any crushes or anything.
Yeah,
like it was beyond me, you know?
Yeah, it was honestly really fucking insane. But so the thing. Point is, that's not where I wanted to go with this. The way I wanted to go with this is that like after many multiple years of memories with him, like it was only last summer I was in Toronto for like 2 months, and I was there like staying with my uncle, and it fucking sucked for like.
We all have sucky uncles.
And then like I was lying with him because he was in Toronto and he was like my only friend there.
Yeah.
So we just lying around plenty, and like there was many memorable nights, some more like meaningful than others. But I don't know if I want to touch on this. I will cry, so I will just touch on another one. Like we were just like I don't know if I should do it. We were just like outside and
I see you.
And he was smoking like a cigarette or whatever, and like this man, a homeless guy like came by us. Yeah, and he literally just like wanted to like pull his cigarette too, and Steven was like, yeah, no problem. This man sat down next to us and literally spoke to him on his life story, like how he ended up in the streets for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And it was like I just like sat down and I was like, this is the coolest experience in my life. Like, now every time I see a homeless person, I'm like, I want to know your whole story.
Yeah, that's what Chanwood does.
Yeah.
That's what Chanwood does.
Yeah.
I don't even see another way that interaction could have gone for Chanwood.
I just instantly went into like, how are you like this? And I was just like, beyond me if he was telling the truth or not. It's more the fact, like, it wasn't really necessarily his story, though it was insane.
Yeah.
It was more the fact that, like, to acknowledge and piece together these people on the street are just as human.
Mm-hmm.
And like the fact that, like, the last time we spoke to for that long, do you know what I mean? Like, as opposed to like more crazy, you know what I mean?
Well, I know, like Chan was a gift of empathy and listening. That
Yeah.
is incredible. I am constantly envious. I am constantly like I see him do it. It's incredible.
That's the
Chan will
thing.
listen to people say the dumbest shit, just like the dumbest things, and go,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
But
He's so curious.
yeah,
I
like,
think
and
it
he's
is.
very non-judgmental. Even when he's being like, he will straight up tell you, that's bullshit. But like, he will say it in a way that's non-judgmental. Like, it just sounds like I genuinely think what you're saying is poppycock. You know?
Probably.
And you don't say it. You don't feel like, oh, Chan was trying to come me. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like he's interested in what I'm saying, and it's like, that's a skill he genuinely was born with, and then cultivated for his entire life. The skill of listening, and it's like, yo, how?
You're out
No,
there.
when were you doing this? Like, it's
What can you
amazing.
say for people that, like, you know, don't have that skill? Because I've seen people, like, they're so good at consoling people, right?
Yeah.
And like in my case, people might open up to me, but I don't have that
Gift.
level, that gift, yes. And like, I would care, right? But how do I show that, you know? Like in Steven's case, he could genuinely show that, and it would show in his face, in his words, and everything, right?
Yeah.
In my case, like, I feel like when I try to do that consoling thing, I feel like I'm not expressing enough for them, or like really giving them what they need.
I mean, big mood. I think
you could relate to that.
yeah, definitely. I think there's a few. One, you can't ever do it like Steven does it. No, I don't mean that like you specifically. I just mean like one person can't do it like another person does it, right? You need to do it in your own way.
But like,
You need to do it in your own way.
Yeah.
You need to I don't know, find a way. That's super non-specific advice. Okay, so for me, what I do, I'm not like Steven, so like you're not gonna see that intimacy and like comfort in my face, but I can always like, I don't know, I'll always ask like a question. I'll always like genuinely respond with something emotional as well, or like give like my best advice.
yeah.
And I will try to be non-judgmental. Not talk over the person when they're trying to express something to you. You know, like those kind of things. Like those are little things you can do. You can just, I don't know what to like. You can't try to aim to be somebody else. You can just try to be the best version of yourself for the person in front of you. Like, what does this person need from me, and how best can I give them that thing with the tools that I have? Because there are some people like you will go to and you'll be like, oh, like, you know, I'm feeling this and that, and be like, you want food? Right? But like that's all they can give. Like that's all they can give, and like that's fine.
But
Rather
have
than
you
them
been in
going
that
like,
situation where like you're trying to express to somebody and they're like,
no.
so like you still feel like, you know, they care at the end of the day, then,
Yeah,
right?
no. Yeah, but no,
So-
but I have never been in that situation. That's just,
You've never been in a situation like you're trying to really pour out something and the guy's just like, not.
yeah, no, the only
Give it
person
back.
I've like really poured out things to is like my own one. And like she's a super good listener.
Oh. Oh.
No, I was gonna be like, I think it's more like empathy over sympathy. I mean,
Yeah.
like you can be sympathetic, like you can care about the person and like feel bad for them. It's more like the empathy, have that understand what they feel,
Yeah.
and like put yourself in their shoes, and
Yeah.
also like as a person, like if you care about the person in front of you who's having these problems and you know them pretty well, I think it's just to give them what you know they need, and
Yeah.
just put yourself like I don't think, and also like. There's no one way to like display that you care, do you know what I mean? Like everyone's way is different. Like even with Steve, I don't think he does it all the same way with three of us, do you know what I mean? It's a person.
Yeah.
I know that like how people demonstrate that is different. Like we know those
different.
love languages things. It's
Bingo.
similar like this.
School of
So like
life.
even if like even if you show it differently, I think it's more to just get across like there's no get over the fact that there's a traditional way
Yeah.
to show it,
Yeah.
and just show it how you feel like you should. Just do it. Like
Check
you,
out her
if
blog.
you care, do you know what I mean? Like you care, just care.
Yeah.
And there's no
Yeah.
one way to do it. Just
'Cause I feel like the
do
person
it.
would still,
Get it.
Yeah.
yeah.
The person,
Yeah.
Even if you're like trying, even if someone's like, do you want food? Like
Yeah.
in their head, maybe they're like,
No, but like that
That's the
matters.
most
I think
that
once
this person
it
could do
comes
for
from
me,
their
you know?
intentions and
Exactly.
genuinely, like I think
Dude,
emotions are very transmissible.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There was a time. This one is a very hilarious example. There was a time in my room, and like you know, I'm just kind of sour, just having a sour time. I'm real sour. So teenage boy. I'm so sorry. And my daddy opens the door. Was it good? I go, yeah. It was okay. And I smiled for like I was great. Like I was having the best day after that. Like that was my father and I, we just sit down and like hold hands and like talk and whatever. Like,
Yeah.
that was my father, my girlfriend was talking. That was like his best way of like showing me like I'm concerned about you. Like are you
Yeah.
good? And I was like, oh, he cares.
Yeah.
And like I had a great day after, like I was fine. And like that's an example of like that's not something maybe Chan would do. Chan was not gonna do.
You got
even to go up be like, Chan, what? That's not right. That's not, you know, like, but like that's how my father does it, and I was able to understand like what his intent was, and I understood the gravity of the action, and like she says, the emotions are very.
Oh.
Maybe the jargon.
You're welcome.
That's my
Vlog.
Discord. Oh Trini, oh fake fire sign. What the heck?
What a restaurant.
What does this mean?
Oh, that's a nice cry emote.
I thought someone said something nice.
That's a nice save.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
What do you agree with, Brian?
I don't know what you
I
just
don't know
said.
why you think you're not bad at
I don't think you're bad at
displaying-
this.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
I
you just-
genuinely
I think you're
so.
such a good listener,
This
Brian.
night I came home like more messed than I've ever been, like the rock bottom of sadness, and I just like I came home. Brian was like playing game when he
He does.
and I was just in tears, couldn't speak, couldn't breathe, couldn't do anything. I sat on that sofa and I just stared at nothing, trying to like breathe. And Brian just sat on next to me the whole time, and I was like, "This is what I need."
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah, but
felt
here's the
the
thing.
care.
Like, yeah, that's exactly. I did care, right? But in my head, I was like, how?
But you did the thing.
You did. Like,
No, you did
I think
it.
you just to get the confirmation, like you did it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
you
Like
did it.
anything else you would have done would have been so out of character. I would have felt so
That's probably-
uncomfortable.
Yeah, you did
and
it.
like,
But like
Yeah.
in my head, I was like, oh my, I want to like give you like the perfect consolence, right?
No, but yeah,
You
yeah.
did.
Like,
that was it. Cause like that was it.
feel better, Brittany.
I think you just need to
Okay.
trust that once you do care and your intentions there to care.
Yeah, I think
like,
it's just about your intention.
yeah,
at the
like
end of the
it
day,
was
though.
just
Just
play
about
out.
no, but yeah.
Really?
But like,
Oh, let's
in
go
the
into that.
situation, do you know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah.
analyze the situation, get your intensity right place.
Yeah.
How wrong can you really go with
Oh,
the
yeah.
best? In-
You can get.
Do you
I want to
really-
hear this. Like,
I wanna
you can
know
get-
how.
if your heart and your intentions in the right
Super
place.
easy, super easy. Someone comes to you, they're stressed out of life, they're just frustrated, and they're trying to vent to you, but like, what's going on? And you just start dishing out advice. That's not what I want. That's not necessarily.
No, but
That's
like,
when
okay,
you're
but like,
analyzing
it's,
the
it depends.
environment.
No, but like,
on
no,
your
again,
intention.
so like, your intention can be right. You analyze wrong, you acted wrong, you stress out the person more. So the person's like, I get it, like I know you're trying to help, but all you're doing is frustrating me. You can definitely do it.
Okay,
wrong.
I
Just
see what
like
you mean.
back out though.
Yeah,
Like,
but if
I
that's if you
heard
realize. That's if you
Yeah.
realize.
That's what, like, I think there is a little gray area where
Yeah.
you just need to be almost on your toes. You know what I mean? Analyze the situation, know
Definitely.
the person. It's not like a formula to it, but like I think once the main part is that like if you're too distracted, don't give too many shits and
I
blah
firmly
blah.
disagree. I think there's a
Don't
formula.
mess up.
But like, yeah, some people won't, go through that formula,
Yeah.
Especially I could very well think of some people who are know-it-alls,
Yeah.
They would, you give them a problem, so and so and so and so and so and so and
It's
so,
me. No, like I'm a big formula guy. Again, like
Physics.
with just my life, I just think like I need to have a template for the way to like if this situation presents itself, I need to be able to like do that thing. And formula just helped me. Like I know if like my woman is sad, like I know the things I'm going to do. If like she comes with a certain type of sadness, I'm like, okay, this is plan Alpha Go. That's what we're doing.
Plan
Right? Right, this is Beta Centauri. Let us activate, right? Great. And that's what I do. If it's Chan was a real simple guy, you need to listen to him. Like he's like, Chan was a problem. Super simple. Just
Right.
yes. Okay, alright. If some random stranger comes in and sad, you again listen is the first step.
Oh, yeah.
Listen the first time, see the kind of thing that like if you see they're looking for advice, like great, this is advice time. I have advice for you. If they just want to be understood, like just give them that understanding.
Yeah.
But like it's always to me a matter of figuring, like you said, knowing the person and then giving the best possible response for them. But like to me it's like I am constantly trying to go like, what kind of person? Yeah, okay, you're this kind of person. Okay, plan Alpha Go. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, and like that helps me at least just with life in general. That helps me not be flustered. That is generally if I have a tactic for anything, it's always to have a tactic.
Honestly, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? Like, I'm a smeller. I need to smell it out. Like, I like to smell it out. I like to take it all in, and I will just go from there.
Yeah.
Like, I think my hope is I just don't smell the wrong thing.
What do you mean?
Because, like, if I mess up a smell for something else, then we're in for
Such a
some.
particular language.
Yeah. But like the tendency is that like I always speak to so many people, I only have so many friends, and I know them really, really well. So like probability of me messing it up.
It's real low.
It's getting slimmer and slimmer.
Yeah, it's real low.
Friends, so.
It's real low.
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. Big energy.
Stephen says,
He's blushing and dying.
I appreciate the kind words and the big ups. Take a moment to appreciate Brian and Brittany in the same room doing podcasts together. That's the level of sibling vibes.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
Such a sweater.
I'm gonna cry.
I think he's the only other person here.
We love our viewers.
What is happening? Oh, I have people. I've been saying they're good. Oh,
I think Justin
people are messaging me for the podcast. Lord,
they commented in text.
Justin was
So
like,
radio
if you don't tell me
station.
hi, I'll leave. And I think he left because I didn't tell him hi.
Yeah. What did he say?
it's alright, guys. You know I'm bad at Instagram. That's your fault.
Sorry, Justin. He'll never hear this.
He's gone.
Oh, sorry, Justin.
People will message you for the podcast. What they say?
I just put it on my story and they were like, "Dog, when is it started?" But I didn't check my phone.
That's not what I wanted.
No, it's too late
And
now.
now I know.
No.
You'll just have to get the
I
edited
can't
version that you're going to do and cut out all the ums and ahs and
Maybe
lows.
I'm right. Maybe it's wrong.
I don't know. What do you do with the last one? You actually like looks back at it or anything?
Yeah, I look back at like part of it. I thought, "Oh wow, I'm so clever."
Oh, good word. Good word.
Yeah,
then.
I was like, "You're funny." I like it. I thought it was pretty cool. I sent it to my woman. I sent it to a couple other people.
Wow. You should
I
make a
couldn't.
YouTube.
I couldn't like watch
Wow.
myself talk for 40 minutes. I don't know how y'all do it, but I couldn't.
That's what I'm,
I
like.
couldn't.
I'm thinking like it'll be cool if you like make a YouTube and like you cut it into segments. You know, like how we talked about like happiness. That'll be a segment, and then like consoling people will be like another one. Like maybe like 12-minute videos.
Yeah, that would get you
Yeah.
can do that.
That's more consumable.
Yeah. That's what
You could pinpoint each subject without having to see.
I like about you creative,
Creative.
dynamic problem.
I mean, you're the one who started this podcast, so that
I
says
am-
something.
What's the name of the podcast?
It's just podcast with friends. It's not just.
That was like a real
talking
improv
friends.
name too.
No, Brian was like young geniuses. I was like, bro, that's
I don't know how smart
that's
it is.
very
Yeah.
ambitious. That's super ambitious. I love it, but let's dial it
It
back.
should just be like Larry Chat.
Yeah, like let's. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, Larry
like
Larry
Chat.
Chat.
That.
Even shorter than podcast.
I have a couple of friends who do want to be on, and like there's a guy Salvation. I like a lot. He's
What is he? Like a poet?
Salvation is a creative as well, though he hates that word. He hates being called
Really?
creative. But like all your creatives hate being called like something. Like you all just hate labels. Like
Why does he hate the word? Like, what was the
I
logic
think
there?
I think there's a particular connotation that comes with the word that doesn't satisfy him. I think it puts him in a box that he doesn't really like. It makes people expect certain things of him, and he doesn't really like that. Oh, he's having a party, Afrobeats party, June 22nd, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
him. I
that's
got a
him.
bunch of.
Promo.
That's no,
Promo.
The Dan works very, very hard. He's actually from Nigeria. Super fast, just super great guy to talk. He has some opinions.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's all
opinion.
big.
I
And
love it.
yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy him a lot.
But like, I find calling
I
someone
would
a
like
creative.
to talk to Sanel.
So
Right,
now.
I'm supposed
Oh
to
yeah,
do a
she
podcast.
does.
That's the
that.
girl who makes the vegan foods.
Yeah.
She's another one.
I've talked to her
that's,
before.
Sinful living.
Sinful living.
I
Her
just
food
want
is
pizza
delicious.
because I just want.
She is
a
very. She's a
fellow
delight.
vegan-
Eat her
She's a
vegan
delight.
food while
No,
the
she's a delight.
She's
a
a
delight.
vegan mukbang. Oh.
A vegan what?
Mukbang. A
Mukbang?
mukbang is like
Yeah.
when you eat food on YouTube and talk to people. Like talk
Sure,
at the same time.
Eat and talk?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I guess. That's
Let's
Lunch.
do it.
Yeah. No, but like I've had a food like when I was preparing for Suriname, I was trying to cut weight, take into a different weight category.
Right.
And what I did is I had one of our weekly lunch things. Great food, just fantastic food. Fantastic
Good.
food.
I haven't tried it
There
yet.
was
and I
one
really
food that
want
didn't
to.
have enough sauce.
Nah, you were not gonna let that go.
No, they didn't have enough
I remember
sauce.
hearing you
And my
talk.
mom very serious about my sauce, so we decided like those foods man had hummus, that she had some like fried melon and some plantain.
Really?
It was smash it slap.
That's what
She
I'm
was
saying.
good.
That,
Like, she
I
was good.
love that she's like breaking the mentality of like what vegan food
Oh yeah,
is.
nah, it hits. It hits.
Stand.
There was she had like this sticky tofu chow mein rice something that just
What?
fucked me up. It was now it's like this is delicious.
What?
Yes.
Her serving size is great. Like I'm a man, I eat a lot, but like it's not like super. It's not like it's not a huge amount of food. It's just right. Like
Yeah.
it's just right. She did so like what meat does a lot for you is that you know, it satisfies like a lot of space in your stomach, right? She has a way to like counterbalance that with the amount of food she puts in, so you're not lacking in nutrients. It's
And like usually when you're eating vegan food, it feels very light.
Mm.
But like she has a way that makes it feel like more
I feel
sustaining.
full,
You
yeah,
know?
I'm full.
Yeah.
Like I definitely, like I
Yeah.
ate and I wasn't. Oh, I could really go for some burgers right now. And I ate on today. That's pretty good.
Meat's heavy in calories, so
Yes,
you have to
and fats.
like, do it at a
Lots of
heavier
fats.
volume
Yeah.
to compensate less calorie density.
Nah, but it was top notch stuff. It was top notch stuff. I was very, very pleased. I was very, very pleased. Hashtag no regrets.
I would love
Actually, there was a day I couldn't have like this. Like a service, what I love. But there was a Friday I think I couldn't make it, so they bring it to UE to me. Let's get the story quick. I was having it delivered to UE because I was studying in UE every day for my exams, right? And then there was a Friday I couldn't make it to UE because of some circumstance, right? And I told the driver, hey, you know, sorry, I won't be here today. Don't worry about it, right? So she emailed me. No, she called me. As a matter, she called me and she was like, hey, Tariq, I'm sorry you couldn't pick up your order Friday. Next week, if you want, just choose something from a menu any day, and you could just have that delivered free of charge. And I went, okay. You know, just like,
Wrong with customer service.
yeah, like no, that was the kind of service I love. I was like, this is top notch service. The other time the driver, like he was having some problems. He was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Do you need anything extra? This, that, whatever. It's like this is great. This is great. Like this is what I like.
I got hugs when I got my food.
I just want to try it. Like I haven't tried that.
You just
all.
really
What?
Well,
I don't know. I'd be vegan
what day is
now.
what is today?
Today's
Today's we'll just
Monday.
order food.
I know.
tomorrow.
Yeah, you can just
Like you can
I was
literally
And it
order
deliver.
I was
now.
waiting for this one particular thing to come on, the lasagna.
They have a
Wait
website
for
now,
food.
not
Yeah,
so?
they
Yeah,
have
they have a website.
I have a
She's
food.
doing so good.
Yeah, and like you could book online and stuff.
I'm
I want to
happy
like,
what's the
for her.
website?
Just
It's
fantastic.
Sinful Living.
Yeah. I'm so happy.
And
Is
if
it
they can get it at
is it
food.
with a C?
Great.
Yeah, CYNFULL
Is this week?
Living, I believe. Hey, look, come, look at King out there. Yes,
Facebook.
What?
Facebook. This
Sinful.
one?
Yeah, I think that's it. That's the blog spot. No, I don't think that's it. No.
Amazing, not the same.
It should come up on the. It should come up on the Facebook. It should be on the Facebook.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
I'm
want.
This is not even
Oh. Wow, that's wild.
Can we do that?
Try 12s.
Is it
Oh.
what?
That work.
Was it not too
We
old?
could order it
I
on
think
brand.
it's,
I think you
yeah.
put one.
Yeah. That's so exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Do that.
I'm looking for Brian Alvarez. I'm looking for
This is exciting.
Sinel Aubin. Yeah, it's 12s with Sinel.
Somebody tell Tariq the mic blocking his head.
So,
Uh-oh.
I'm not that cute.
Ways. You want to see a boy?
Mind you, they put back on the likes of it. I told you they took it away.
They
Oh,
took
yeah,
off
they
the
put
likes
it
on
back.
Instagram.
There was a time period where you couldn't see, no one could see your
Who was
likes.
fake this?
Like, I think it was just an Apple update or
fine.
something like that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. No
It's
one
3
could see
Ls.
it other than you.
So it's a-
3L. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
Sinful.
I think,
Live, yeah, you got it. You got it.
Oh yes. What that?
And now it's
Look how
back.
clean this is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Scroll.
I'm saying.
Scroll.
How proper.
Scroll.
Wait, let me I have to show the child.
That was disrespectful.
That was wild. I love this dual
Again,
monitor
free advertising here. Order now.
setup. No, it's pretty tight. The side is pretty tight.
It's
Woo.
so good.
How
Yeah.
clean that
I
is though.
know.
What?
Yeah.
I'm so happy for her.
Okay, Monday. Well, let's pass.
Both her
Tomorrow,
and Jarion, incredible entrepreneurs. Love them.
Val,
Balsamic.
mushrooms, and
Okay.
eggplant panini.
My guy. Are we able to read
No,
this
Brian,
menu?
menu?
Brian, read Friday. Friday's plan.
Mushroom shepherd's pie.
Yes. Let's do
What
it.
was
Veggie acres and salad.
I'm going to get a monthly subscription actually.
True.
Again, anything that I don't have to like, anything I can have to streamline my life, I would like.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then you're helping you. Over it.
I'm not big
Look at
on
this.
factory farming,
Wait,
so
you
I
can
did with you.
subscribe.
I
Because she says here, like for the holiday,
Yeah.
for all subscribers, you still have
That's
one day of
like
lunch.
don't get me wrong, I love ribs. I love me some meat. I do. But I think factory farming is the worst thing that we do as a society. I think it is the ugliest practice that we collectively agree is okay.
Snap, 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 snap.
This is around.
No, it's tight. No, it's tight.
Yes,
It's like-
Brian. Let's convert.
$6.50
bitches.
for a monthly subscription.
Do it.
This podcast is sponsored by Sinful Living.
Him, if she, I've subscribed. It's okay. I'm
Wow.
okay.
Which one do I want the most? Though? This is
Friday,
sticky
Friday.
orange.
Order everything for the week so you don't have to decide. It's cheap if you order everything for the
Do you
week.
know what we should
Can you
do?
actually
Like,
do
if
that?
we
Get free
go-
Oh yeah, that's
Delivery,
weekly.
Yeah, you get
if
free
we just
delivery.
do this in the office, like we can just do this every week.
Yes.
Every month. Like That'd be so much
Is this
value.
weekly?
Straight to the office.
Yeah.
Imagine. That'd be so much value.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even she uses the container she uses are recyclable kind of stuff. Like she's very organic
She's
materials.
veg
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said she's converting to even better veggie. She'll give me a little rundown.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd like on the podcast. I'd love to talk to Sinner for a while. I heard that she had like, I've heard that she, on top of being vegan, like she has some unique opinions. Hi, my darling. How are you
We
doing?
love unique opinions.
Yeah, she really does. It's like, I am ready. I stand.
That's a vibe.
See, now it's not blocking your face anymore.
That's all, Jesus.
Bit.
What did I talk
Oh, that's the content there, boy.
Easy kid.
Well, have fun with your podcast. I might be running away now.
Alright, goodbye.
Bye bye.
Alright,
That's
later.
the Harvey.
So, we can make a smooth transition into some Mortal Kombat.
You to beat Brian. Good night, people.
Good night.
It was a great time.
Alright, thanks for stopping by the podcast.
Sorry, I
We are
stepped out.
actually. Why is it telling me that I'm offline? But I'm not offline. No, I'm not offline because it's online. You know?
This way, click inch.
You're gonna tell these 7 viewers bye right now?
Bye, guys.
We got.
It was great. It was great having you all. I thoroughly enjoyed all your participation in chat. I'm sorry I don't give it enough attention directly, but I feel like sometimes, you know, it's
for the best,
dialogue,
yes.
you know?
It's
So
for the best.
Brian is a man very, very adamant about the chat, and I really enjoy his persistence. And I really enjoy all the company and the support. Much love.
What if we not done hearing y'all talk shit though?
But what if? Consider this. Consider this. Consider I'm done talking.
Whew. Tariq. Alright, you're done? You're gonna tell all of
If
you?
anything, we'll take a little break and we'll be back right after these messages.
Probably not. He's still in your dreams. Alright,
I
thanks.
have never taken dreams in my life.
You're never done talking.
No, listen.
Oh, you know this guy?
Listen. No, but he's sound. I don't know. I don't know if I do, but he's right.
Alright, see ya.
Bye, guys.